What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be watching the Disney Investor Day Marvel section. I know it's super long, but today we're just going to be focusing on Marvel. If you guys want me to watch the rest of the whole thing, it's like 4 hours long. Happy to do so. Just leave a comment, like the video, and I'll do it. I know I'm like a week late to this because this was released last week, but I've been super busy and finally getting around to do it. I've been trying to stay off Twitter and like all the news about it, so I've seen a couple of the things, but not everything, so this should be fun. First, we're gonna take a sip of this Thor water bottle, you know, get in the mood a little bit. Oh, health is wealth. Some good old water. Ooh. Feeling like funny now. It's like it's got some Asgardian juice. Oh, whoa. That is so weird. I even got Mjolnir here with me. Huh. Interesting how that works out. But fits pretty nice on me, don't you think? And just set that bad boy right there, and let's get into the video. All right, after a little bit of technical difficulties, I finally figured out how to record my screen. It was bugging out for a minute, but you see the Thor vibes, you see the Mjolnir vibes, you see the Miles Morales vibes. Let's get into this Marvel thingy-majig, Disney Investor Day.
Good afternoon. I'm Lowell Singer, Senior Vice President of Investment.
First of all, why is this quality all booty right now?
And it's my pleasure to welcome you.
Hold on, let's fast forward to Marvel. Oh, shout out. Oh, we missed it. I'm gonna say shout out to Raya and the Last Dragon, a Southeast Asian princess.
Makes us who we are. Entire Marvel Cinematic
Okay, here we go, here we go.
Like anything we've done before. At first, based on Pixar.
Okay, Lightyear. Oh, super exciting. That's gonna be Chris Evans playing in this movie, so that's gonna be cool. I don't really know what it's about. Something about what Buzz Lightyear was inspired, like a real Buzz Lightyear, but obviously in toy. I don't know. Seems cool.
To be today. And we're excited to announce this new Buzz Lightyear to this iconic character. We can't wait to form. Even
all right.
Please don't tell Kevin Feige that we're hiring Chris Evans away from Marvel Studios, okay?
Oh, here we go.
Thank you, Pete. Good afternoon, everyone. We at Marvel Studios are thrilled to have a home on Disney Plus, where nearly the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe is laid out in a way that's easy for fans around the world to enjoy. And today I'm excited to talk about the expansion and future of the MCU. As you may know, the Cinematic Universe weaves storylines and heroes and villains across 23 feature films to date. And with Disney Plus, we're able to extend this way of storytelling to a new format, creating series that are connected to our theatrical releases, making the MCU more immersive than ever. There's a lot of new content coming from Marvel Studios, so let's get started. WandaVision will be the very first Marvel Studios series on Disney Plus. Wanda and Vision are two of our most powerful and complex.
It's gonna be exciting.
Series, and this series is a perfect expansion point for MCU storytelling. Launching on Disney Plus on January 15th, here's a look at the brand new trailer for WandaVision.
Oh, let's get it. It's got some like 60s, 70s show vibes. is going on. Oh, was that? Oh, that might have been too far back, but.
Something's wrong with me.
Where is he? Fight for it. Ah, that was Randall Park. He had a part in Ant-Man. I wonder what the tie-in's gonna be. And I think yeah, I think that was Kat Dennis also from Thor. I know she's supposed to come back in some fashion, just like Natalie Portman. I think. I don't know. Oh man.
Elizabeth.
I'm like still kind of confused on what that dynamic is in terms of like the throwback, I don't even know. And then what the actual show is about. Because I think it's supposed to take place either before Infinity War? I forget. But yeah, something that's great about the MCU being on Disney Plus is like the TV series are actually going to be on the same like timeline, unlike the like Netflix series like Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Punisher. Those are on separate timelines or storylines, whatever you want to call it. But let's continue this.
Elizabeth Olsen is currently in London right now. She's shooting the film Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, that's going to be so exciting. Doctor Strange.
And the rest of the cast,
I like the first one.
including Benedict Wong, Rachel McAdams, and Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Ooh, Mordo's coming back.
A new fan favorite character from the comics, America Chavez, played by Xochitl Gomez. This film hits theaters.
Who's America Chavez?
2022, and we're really pushing the boundaries of storytelling with this thrilling, scary, mind-bending adventure.
Does anybody know who America Chavez is? Because I don't. I'm not the like biggest Marvel nerd. I like all the movies and stuff. But I'm trying to get into like the comics and the whole universe that it is, because this expansion of the universe has got me like diving deep, like trying to understand what every character is, who every character is. So let me know in the comments if you know who that is, who America Chavez is.
Not only will Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness connect directly to the events of WandaVision, but it will also connect to the events of our new SpiderMan film coming to theaters December 2021.
Oh, Spider-Man's gonna be so much fun too. I don't know if you guys saw the rumors that all three Spider-Mans, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland, might be in the same thing. Ooh, man. I'm super excited for Andrew Garfield because he deserves a better movie. I wasn't a fan of his Spider-Man movies, so, but I thought he was okay. But the storylines and stuff was whatever.
Which launches this coming March. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier features two recognizable superheroes last seen together in the final moments of Avengers Endgame. Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, is played by Anthony Mackie, and Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, is played by Sebastian Stan. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is a cinematic experience. It's a Marvel Studios movie played out over 6 episodes. And now here for the first time is an exclusive look at the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That's interesting.
The legacy of that shield is complicated.
What's our plan? So no plan. Great.
I think those two have a really good dynamic. Okay. So it's gonna be one long movie, eh?
What's going on in that cyborg brain of yours?
You don't want to know.
Oh yeah, I can see it working. Gears turning. Oh, they're malfunctioning. They're on fire.
God, I hate you.
Anthony Mackie's a goof. It's pretty exciting.
Now to another hero we last saw in Avengers Endgame, Black Widow.
Oh.
Returned to the big screen on
Yo, so excited about this. I love Scarlett Johansson. Like, I think she's in my like top 2 or 3 like celebrity crushes. So, and she kicks ass as Black Widow. So, I'm excited for this. It's about time she had her own movie because she's only been acting as a sidekick pretty much in the rest of these ones.
May 7th, 2021. Of course, the film stars Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff. Fans have been patient.
Natasha.
I can tell you just how ready we are for this Avenger to finally have her own standalone film. And speaking of fan favorite characters, Loki.
Oh yeah.
Jeff will step out of his brother's shadow and into his own series on Disney Plus in May of next year. The great Tom Hiddleston returns as Loki and is joined in the series by Owen Wilson, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Sophia Di.
So I already saw this trailer, but Owen Wilson. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. That's crazy that he got into the MCU. I would have never expected that. But Loki's awesome. Tom Hiddleston as Loki is like perfect.
Martina, Bumi Mosaku, and Richard E. Grant. As with our other shows coming to Disney Plus, we want to try something a little different. Explore a new genre for us at Marvel Studios. So we've put Loki in the center of his own crime thriller. If that sounds a little unusual or confusing, don't worry. Loki is just as confused. Here's the very first look at Loki. Get your hands off
This is from Endgame. Also, just a quick thing, like, how great is it when you build a universe like this and like the concept of Endgame was time traveling? You just reuse footage. That's like saves you so much time and money. That's awesome.
You taking me somewhere to kill me?
No, I'm taking you someplace to talk.
Well, I didn't like to talk.
But you do like to lie, which you just did. And we both know you love to talk. How long have you been here? I don't know, it's hard to say. You know, time passes differently here in the TVA. What does that mean? You'll catch up.
Glorious.
That Avengers throwback. Okay. Wait, it'll show.
I'm down. You best be ready.
Okay. So this right here, tell me, if anybody knows, tell me that is not a DB Hoover, like, Easter egg. Like, is that not? Because in the conspiracy of DB Hoover, he has a note or whatever. I mean, he didn't actually give a note, but like, he winked at the stewardess, was in a suit, glasses, jumped out of the plane, and you see this? The papers in the DB Hoover conspiracy, the money is flying. Come on, I'm too good. But I don't know what this is gonna be about. If anybody knows like what this possibly could be based on the comments or comics, let me know, because I would be very interested to dive deep. But I think it's perfect because Loki as a character, at least within the movies, like he's always confused, like he's the villain, but he ends up being a hero in some of the movies. Like in Ragnarok, he turns out to be on the good side with Thor and Valkyrie, and but for the most part, he's a bad guy. But then Thanos killed him, so I don't know. It's perfect. Glorious.
Come on. What did you expect?
Shifting to Marvel Studios' first animated series, coming to Disney Plus next summer, What If flips the script on the MCU, taking famous events from the films and reimagining them in unexpected ways. We've assembled a stellar voice cast with many MCU stars reprising their roles. Here's a look at What If.
Space. Time. Reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
I think that was supposed to be T'Challa. Stark.
I was promised an army.
Huh.
You have a super soldier.
That's Peggy.
You sure don't seem too freaked out about all this, kid.
Strange. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Sounds of living in the city.
What you doing out there all by yourself anyway?
Exploring the world.
Sounds fun. But why stop at one world when we can show you all of them?
I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and dare to face the unknown. And ponder the question. What if? Give me the door.
Man, that looks good. Hold on.
We've just
Oh, Shang-Chi. But first, it's kind of sad because Chadwick Boseman, man, rest in peace to the king. He, I believe, was supposed to voice T'Challa in the What If series. So I don't know if he already recorded some of his voice at all, or it's going to be somebody else, but I don't know. But I do know What If was a series in the comics because your boy has a What If comic. So what if the Master of Kung Fu fought on the side of Fu Manchu? And perfect segue into this right here. This is what I'm most excited about.
Scrap production in Australia on our film Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Ooh-wee!
The way Simu Liu has brought the character of Shang-Chi to life. Simu is surrounded on screen by a fantastic cast that includes Awkwafina, Tony Leung, and Michelle Yeoh.
God, legends. Look at that. Michelle Yeoh, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Oh my gosh. Tony Leung, just absolute legend. Awkwafina is just absolutely killing it in terms of everything. And then Simu is on Kim's Convenience, which is like one of my favorite shows. If you haven't watched it, go watch it on Netflix. But
this film is
it's gonna be
among
so
the very
exciting.
first in our Phase 4 and is set to release in theaters on July 9th, 2021. Launching on Disney Plus later next year is Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is a Pakistani-American teen superhero. Earlier this year during shutdown, we held online auditions all around the world to find our Kamala Khan. And we found her in Aman Vellani. Aman will be surrounded by a phenomenal cast and creative team that will bring this story to life. So here's an early look at Miss Marvel.
I think Miss Marvel's like a fairly new character. I don't know too much about her.
New kind of superhero. But at the core of all of it, her story is so universal.
Miss Marvel is one of the newer characters in the Marvel comics.
But shout out to the South Asian representation.
Imagination like this. The questions are, when are we going to bring Miss Marvel to the screen?
When Miss Marvel first came out, we had such an incredible reaction. It was so incredibly popular because everybody could see themselves in her.
I never saw a young teenager of color, specifically a Pakistani, in the comic book. Are you kidding?
Promise you'd be cool.
I am cool.
The casting process was vast. When we discovered Iman, we knew that she was Kamala Khan.
It was a unanimous decision.
And then, of course, we've got a really incredible team of directors: Bilal Fallah, Adil Al-Arabi, Mira Menon, and Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. And all of them are taking the material and elevating it.
So Human is about a teenager figuring out who she is and about relationships. Family and friendship is at the heart of the MCU canon. That's what's so exciting about the story that we're bringing, is that we're going to introduce you to a new family that's also going to be part of the wider MCU.
That's exciting. I always get to see new characters pop up.
The fact about Miss Marvel is that her idol is Captain Marvel. And Captain Marvel 2 is currently in the works with director Nia DaCosta. And today I'm excited to announce that Miss Marvel, played by Iman, will be joining Brie Larson and co-starring
Ooh,
in Captain
let's
Marvel
go.
2, along with
Look at that crossover happening.
played by Tiana Paris, whom we will have already met in the upcoming.
So that's how you know, like, the new series in Disney Plus are like related to the actual cinema movies, because you see this crossover right here happening.
WandaVision. So by now you should start getting a sense of the interconnectedness that infuses all of our storytelling. But that doesn't mean there aren't some unexplored corners of the universe. With next year's Eternals, we're introducing a brand new ensemble of superheroes to the MCU. played by
Oh, this is gonna be exciting.
This is an
Also,
epic story spanning
yo, I know you guys have seen like Kumail Nanjiani, like his body transformation. I'm pretty sure for this movie, yo, that boy got jacked. Let's see, who else do we have here? Angelina Jolie, obviously. Salma Hayek. Gemma Chan. She's from Crazy Rich Asians. And I know she was in one of the Marvel movies already. Either, I think it's Guardians, as one of the, a shorter, smaller role, but this is exciting.
thousands of years and it's one of our most ambitious films yet.
I have no idea what this is about either.
Release on November 5th, 2021. Original Avenger Jeremy Renner returns to star in Hawkeye, launching on Disney Plus late next year. In our series, Hawkeye teams up with another well-known archer from Marvel Comics, Kate Bishop. And I'm very pleased to confirm that Kate will be played by the amazing Haley Steinfeld.
Dang, they already have footage of her doing that?
Vera Farmiga, Fra Fee, and newcomer Alakwa Cox playing Maya Lopez.
That's gonna be fun.
Directed by Rhys Thomas and the directing duo of Bert and Birdie. Debuting for the first time in the MCU, SheHulk is coming to Disney Plus.
Let's go.
It's a series about a woman trying to navigate the world and be taken seriously as a working professional, despite the fact that she's well over 6'7" and green. It's a very funny series being directed by Kat Coiro and Anu Valia. And I can officially confirm that SheHulk / Jennifer Walters will be played by the talented and Emmy Award-winning Tatiana Maslany. I'm also pleased to reveal
I don't know where she's from.
Roth is returning as the Abomination, the character we first introduced to the MCU in 2008's The Incredible Hulk. And if that's not enough, I can confirm that the Hulk himself, Mark Ruffalo, will be appearing in the series as well.
There we go. Mark Ruffalo is such a good Hulk.
A lawyer who specializes specifically in superhero-oriented legal cases, you never know what Marvel characters are going to pop up from episode to episode. Bringing a whole new different vibe to the MCU, Moon Knight is an action-adventure, Indiana Jones-type story coming to life as a Disney Plus series directed by Mohammed Diab. The character Moon Knight is a complex vigilante who suffers from dissociative identity disorder. And these multiple identities that live inside him are very distinct characters in the series. The backdrop of our story is incredible Egyptian iconography. Egyptology is something the world's always been fascinated by. We're going to tap into it in a fun and bold way in Moon Knight. Now I want to talk about a couple of projects that we haven't announced yet. The first of which is Secret Invasion, coming to Disney Plus.
Oh, I did not hear about
Jackson
this.
is back as Nick Fury, and Ben Mendelsohn from Captain Marvel returns as the Skrull, Talos. Next to Civil War, Secret Invasion is arguably the biggest crossover comic event in the last 20 years, and we're bringing it to Disney Plus. It's about a sect of Skrulls who've infiltrated every level of life on Earth.
Is that supposed to be like Secret Wars? Because I know that's a thing in the comics. We'll see. Sounds interesting, but seems like Nick Fury is going to be kind of the lead of the show, I guess. Who knows? I'm excited for all of this stuff anyway, so let's get it.
Ironheart will be a series for Disney Plus about genius inventor Riri Williams, who has the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man's. Dominique Thorne will play the title role. And as we like to do, both Secret Invasion and Ironheart will tie directly to MCU feature films. We're also well under...
Does anybody know about Ironheart? Probably a new character also. I've never heard of it until this, but that's cool. It seems like it's in the future, but how far in the future? R.I.P. Tony Stark.
Way on a series for Disney Plus based on Armor Wars, a classic Marvel story about Tony Stark's worst fear coming true. It's what happens when his tech falls into the wrong hands. And this series will star beloved member of the MCU, Don Cheadle, will be returning as Jim Rhodes, aka War Machine.
Dang. I wonder. So I'm assuming War Machine, Don Cheadle, is going to be in the main character. But if it's supposed to also be kind of based off of Tony Stark, I wonder if he's going to make a comeback. Slight little cameo.
The best things about expanding the MCU to Disney Plus is that our team at Marvel Studios is finally able to do some of the things we've always wanted to do, but didn't quite have the right outlet for. Like produce our first ever live-action holiday special. In a Reverend Guardians fashion, the Guardians of the Galaxy...
Perfect cast to do a holiday special for.
Especially since James Gunn is back to write and direct. In fact, we're going to shoot it during production of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This special will drop the holiday prior to the next Guardians of the Galaxy film, which hits theaters in 2023. And speaking of Guardians, aptly titled I Am Groot, everyone's favorite little tree, Baby Groot, will star in a series of shorts on Disney Plus featuring several new and unusual characters.
Hey, let's go, Groot.
Before I go, I couldn't leave you without giving a few more updates on some of our most anticipated upcoming films. In January, we'll begin filming Thor: Love and Thunder with director Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth.
Man, Taika Waititi, man, he really made Thor like what Thor really is. Like, I liked Thor before Ragnarok, but Ragnarok like made me love Thor, cause just the comedy and just the action and like the scenery of the whole thing, it really like reinvented what Chris Hemsworth could do for that character. And like, man, this is gonna be exciting. I'm curious what like this is gonna be, because I know Natalie Portman's gonna end up wielding the hammer, but that's all I know. I haven't read the comics or looked into it at all, but this should be fun. And I hope Chris Hemsworth plays Thor for a few more movies.
Tessa Thompson's returning, and I'm pleased to confirm that Academy Award-winning actor Christian Bale is playing the villain, Gore the God Butcher. Thor: Love and Thunder releases in theaters on May 6th.
Christian Bale, eh?
As we announced at Comic-Con last year, we're moving ahead with Blade, starring Academy Award winner Mahershala Ali.
Oh.
The development and storylines are coming together, and we'll have announcements very, very soon.
I don't know if you guys watched Luke Cage, but he was in it and he killed it. He killed his character, and he killed it. I didn't watch his other movie, but he did win an award for some movie. I don't know, but he's good. This is exciting.
Director Peyton Reed is hard at work with our Marvel Studios team on the third Ant-Man film, which will officially be called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly,
In
Michael
the
Douglas,
quantum
and
realm.
Shia are all returning, and Catherine Newton is joining the cast and playing Cassie Lang. And in the role of Kang the Conqueror, we have a great actor, John.
Oh, so I heard of Kang the Conqueror. I don't know like the bigger role he has and what it's gonna be, but I heard he's a kind of a beast. That's a bad guy or whatever. This should be exciting.
I wanted to acknowledge the devastating loss of a dear friend and member of the Marvel Studios family. Chadwick Boseman was an immensely talented actor and an inspirational individual who affected all
Wakanda
of us
forever.
professionally and personally. His portrayal of T'Challa the Black Panther is iconic and transcends any iteration of the character in any other medium from Marvel's past. And it's for that reason that we will not recast the character. However, to honor the legacy that Chad helped us build through his portrayal of the King of Wakanda, we want to continue to explore the world of Wakanda and all of the rich and varied characters introduced in the first film. Writer-director Ryan Coogler is hard at work on the sequel now.
So, I know it's like a little bit of controversial thoughts surrounding the not recasting. I think it's good for now. I think eventually they're gonna have to have another Black Panther. I think they're gonna have Shuri become the Black Panther, because that does happen in the books. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because man, he did such a good job with that character, brought so much life to it, and man, yeah, rest in peace, man.
Now, we'll bring the film to you in theaters July 8th, 2022. And finally, I'm happy to announce a film about one of the truly iconic Marvel families. In fact, Marvel's first family, Fantastic Four.
Let's go!
Feature now, by the director of our recent SpiderMan films, John Watts.
Oh,
We've got a lot in store at Marvel Studios.
that's exciting. I was just watching the Fantastic Four, like the original one with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans, which is also always so funny because Chris Evans used to be the Human Torch. But yeah, that was such a great movie. It was the first one that like kind of had the first one that I watched that had that like today's Marvel comedy element, because The Spider-Man was the first Marvel movie that I actually watched, but with Tobey Maguire. But those were like pretty dark and didn't really have too much humor in it. But this one was funny. Or Fantastic Four, the original one, was pretty funny. I also watched the one that had Michael B. Jordan and Tyler, whatever his name is, I forget. Yeah, that was trash. I ended up falling asleep halfway through anyway, so whatever. But it's exciting they're going to bring him back. I'm curious who they're going to cast for the characters. That's exciting.
Is in Disney Plus's key to the interconnection and expansion of the MCU. It will be home for both our feature films and our series for years and years to come. Since Marvel first joined
Any
Disney
Easter
back in
eggs here?
2009, Bob Iger's been the biggest champion of the work that we do. None of this would have been possible without his support. So it is now my pleasure to turn things back over to Bob. Thank you.
What an
Okay, I think that's it. Let me stop this. So, yeah. Sorry, I had to check the thing. But yeah, that's super exciting. I'm obviously super excited about Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I have, let me just grab them actually. Oh. So I've been trying to catch up on this character, especially since he's like the first Asian superhero in Marvel. So I've been like getting the comics, the actual comics, and reading them. So I have the 3 of the new series that just released, and then I've been getting some of the older ones too. So, you know, get a little bit of the history going. I would like some of the collectible ones, like his first appearance and stuff like that. I don't know, I've just been really into the comics lately and trying to figure out the whole history, because it's actually super amazing in terms of like how they turned there's hundreds, or if not thousands, I don't even know, characters in the Marvel universe in the comics, let alone in the movies, where it's like, you know, how many are they going to introduce? Like, I heard this movie might be a tournament of some sort, kind of like Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee, and like there might be, you know, 10 different superheroes or villains that enter the tournament, and half of them I don't even know. But yeah, super exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know down below what you're most excited for, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.